Well, welcome back. We're in video 6 of creating tests in Eduphoria Aware. And for this part, we're getting pretty close to the end. I just wanted to go over the rich text editor in the questions and then look at the layout in the key. And so we'll get started. I've got a question pulled up here from a sample test. And so you can see this is actually an image when I go in to edit this question. This is actually an image that was cut and pasted. So, for our students who are maybe using text to speech, or sometimes when you're writing a math problem, you might want it to read a specific way. And so, if you want that to happen, you can double click on that image and it's going to pull up what Aware calls the rich text editor. And you're going to have some options here. You can decide right now the words that it's going to read is the word screenshot when a student selects on that image for text to speech. But I could change it to something like, you know, the 100% energy, phytoplankton, and then copods, sand eels, herrings, and humans in a row or something like that. So you can type into this alternative box exactly what you want it to say. And this is also a good way if you want to create a good smooth sequence in the text to speech feature, because anytime there's a period, the reader will stop. And so you can put some separation between words by using punctuation, and that works really well here. So just know that that is available, and that really helps with the text to speech feature. All right, so getting back out of the questions here, let me update that. And we'll look at the layout overall of the test. So if you were to print the test booklet out, the layout will give you an idea what the test booklet would look like. If it's an online administration, it's always going to default to on one screen, one question per page, unless that question is a reference, for example, to like a reading passage. And in that case, it'll be just like on the regular STAR test. You'll have the passage over here on one side of the screen, and then you'll have your question over on the right. And you can go through the questions, but the passage stays up for the student so that they can go back and reference it. You have a few options. You can change your test status, you can change the style, and then what you want to print, either just the test key or the test booklet. But that just gives you a view of what it would look like if you were to print it out. And then you've got your test key here, which tells you each of your item numbers, correct answers. This will always be the default for your data analysis. So if you hit question randomization, one student might have number one, another student might have number four as their first question, but everything will default back to the same order. So when you see how students performed on number one, you can see the question comes up and then the response, this standard. And of course, you can go in and edit at any time. And then this is where you can also, if you need to, go back and link a question to a resource. So that's really easy to do. If you've got 3 or 4 questions that you all want to link back to one resource, this is an easy place to do that right over here. And of course, you can also delete any of the questions. All right. So this is our next to our last one. In the last part, we'll just go over the administration tab. So take care.